Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool Western Electric Princess desk telephone, and it's in the rotary version. And this is Daryl's equipment from California, and this is the initial checkout. So we're going to be looking at the telephone. We have a note here with it, and I know what Daryl wants. He wants this telephone to light up. So he wants the light to work, and we're going to add a transformer. And so we'll be doing a conversion with an LED light and then a transformer to run that light. And I'll go ahead and give you a look at this telephone. And although it's rotary, it does have the modular ports that have been probably added. A lot of these telephones were brought back into Western Electric or into the phone company, and they converted them. And so they would take a hardwired phone and then make it modular. So we'll go ahead and unplug that and show that to you. And this has the modular handset cord plug, and the line cord is modular. Another issue that we want to take care of, we want to install a blank white number card for Daryl. We have the body loose, so we'll show you the body real quick. And show you the inside of the telephone if you've never seen the inside of one of these Princess telephones. That's basically the way it looks. So we want to go through the network. We want to go through the rotary. We want to oil, clean, and adjust the rotary. It's pretty sluggish. We also want to replace the light bulb. That's going to be an LED. We want to go through the bell circuit. We want to make sure that that's ringing and proper. So we have a lot of work to do. Now, another thing I want to show you is, if you can see that dark spot up on the cover of the telephone, that's right in the same area as the light bulb. The light bulb's burnt, and then they would have a lot of energy and heat that they would throw off, and that's why you have this darkened spot. So that's why we upgrade them to an LED situation, because these lights were known to take a lot of power to run them, basically, and then they would throw off a lot of heat. And so by going with the LED, we do not get the power consumption, and we do not get the heat that the normal light would throw off. So that's a great conversion that we do to these telephones, and it saves on power, and it doesn't have the heat, the excessive heat that the original bulbs would have. So we're going to go ahead and get a start on this telephone. We'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the repair and conversion and the final checkout. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are in the middle of the process of repairing this Princess telephone. And earlier we mentioned that we were going to go to an LED style bulb. This is the old style bulb. That's no longer going to be needed. They use too much power and they get too hot. And with this bulb, it'll stay cool, it'll have a much longer life, and it is run by a transformer also, but it will not have the power consumption as a normal light bulb would. And so now what we want to do is we want to show you that on the hook switch, when hung up, this can be used as a night light. I'm hanging the hook switch up here. If I switch the switch in the back, when I hang up, the light goes off. So when you pick up the receiver, your light would come on. When you hang up, the light would go off. Lift up the receiver, the light is on. Hang up, it's off. Or, like earlier, we can go ahead and switch this switch and the light remains on whether the unit is hung up or off hook. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and put everything back together again. We've been through the rotary, that's been oiled, cleaned, and adjusted. We went through the bell circuit, that's been worked on, adjusted. We also went through the network. We wanted to make sure that was wired properly and everything was good at the network. We also went through the transmitter and the receiver. So now we're ready to start our final check. So we'll take a short break, put everything back together again, and we'll come back and get our final check out. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair of this Princess telephone. Now we also want to mention on the dial center card, we have another white card that we're going to send along with the telephone in case Daryl wants to install it. We went with a gold center dial card because the finger stop is gold. So we thought that looked pretty cool, and we used a gold one, and we're going to go ahead and send along the white one in case Daryl would prefer the white one. At this point, when I talked to him earlier, he didn't really have a preference on any kind of a dial center card, and we said we'd go ahead and install one for him. So now we also want to mention our pickup here. This is an amplified pickup. We use it in troubleshooting, and we also use it on our final checkout. And it's an amplified pickup, and that's so that you can hear the receiver audio on our final checkout. Another issue with this telephone is the bell will pull more REN out of the line than some newer style telephones. So as long as Daryl's telephone line on a ring cycle is got the proper voltage, then he shouldn't have a problem with this bell ringing. But we do set them to the most sensitivity, the most action, so that they'll ring on almost any telephone line. But they do pull more REN than a normal telephone would. They're just an older style bell, and that's the way they work. So we want to go ahead and plug the unit in. We're going to use the analyzer and ring the unit. We're going to let that go a few times. I'll turn on our amplifier. We'll let it ring one more time. And I'll give you some dial tone. We're going to walk through our numbers. If you watch the numbers, you'll watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So now that we know that this telephone is ringing in on a ring cycle, it's dialing out, it has transmit and receive, we can go ahead and push this button on the switch box. That gives us a line out, totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we'll call a time and temp number. So we'll go ahead and give you some dial tone, and we'll make that call. We'll go ahead and give you some dial tone. We'll call my number, and it'll be busy. give you some dial tone. We'll call one other number, and that number, we don't need anything from there, but we'll go ahead and call it anyway.
Thank you for calling Walmart.
We'll go ahead and hang up. We don't need anything from there. So now that we know that this telephone has been repaired and converted, we can return it to Daryl, and he can enjoy this Princess telephone. I'm sure it's going to look great no matter where they use it, and these Princess telephones by Western Electric are very sought after, and they're a really good telephone. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.